Everyone, my name is Andrew Briones, and today we'll be talking about the effects of climate change on DL vertical migration of aquatic organisms. So some background first. DVM is a process in which aquatic organisms move vertically in response to the amount of light provided by sunrise and sunset. Some impacts it has are it frames the spatial and temporal arrangement of pelagic food webs. It acts as an energy supplier for pelagic organisms far below the euphotic zone, and it sequesters carbon in the deep sea, and this makes up about 15 to 40% of the carbon flux through the biological pump. And some drivers in the timing of DVM are visual predator avoidance, which is the main driver, anomalies in light field, water transparency, sunlight absorption, and climate change. And so the objective of this study is to gain a more explicit understanding of how climate change affects and will continue to affect aquatic organisms of differing sizes and answer this question: will warming temperatures cause larger fluctuations in DVM timing? And so climate change is a very important factor in DVM that needs to be studied further. Past research has found that longer-term changes in water transparency in relation to climate change may give rise to notable changes in DL vertical migration. And also, warming of lake temperatures resulting from doubling of atmospheric CO2 may cause increased surface temperatures and a deepening of the thermocline and fish distribution. However, these past studies have not been able to explicitly answer the posed question of the study. And so the hypothesis then is warm marine and freshwater temperatures caused by climate change will cause larger fluctuations in DVM timing. And so the methods of this study will use an AUV sentry, which will contain an autonomous echosounder system that can sample up to 6,000 meters deep, and also investigate how thermal structures of water bodies react to climate change, basically increased atmospheric CO2. This will use a physics-based model of lake thermodynamics. It will map the temperature gradient of different water bodies such as oceans, lakes, etc., and also map altered vertical distributions and altered DVM timings of different aquatic organisms. And so changes in DVM timing affect the available period of time for an individual to forage for food, and those who would migrate earlier would have more time and may consume more, versus those who would migrate later would probably have less time and also less available food. And so that's why it's important to monitor warming temperatures in order to prevent malnutrition of individuals who are vital to certain ecosystems. And the broader impacts of the study are that it will offer insightful information for resource managers and policymakers to develop strategies for preserving biodiversity and fostering ecosystem resilience. And it will also raise public awareness in order to promote meaningful action. And this could be from brochures, infographics, online resources, other like public outreach events. And so the references are listed here, and thank you for your time today.